Hi, I'm Grant Patterson, author of the Will Bryant thrillers and a number of other books. I'm talking today about the unusual experience I'm having right now in Brazil. And what that is in 2017, my wife was shopping around for a translator and a publisher for the first two books in the Will Bryant series so we could get them into the Portuguese language market. We found someone, seemed like a very nice man at the time, and we engaged his business. Now, 3 years later, it's turned into a gigantic, how to describe it, shit show, I guess is the best word I can use. This guy, or his translator, depending on who you believe, decided he was going to alter my work. And the reason he did that is because he didn't like the politics that he was seeing in the book, and he wanted to change them to be more complementary to the Workers' Party, which is the far left party that was running Brazil up until President Bolsonaro was elected. He did this in a very underhanded manner and tried to pretend that, first of all, that it hadn't happened, and then second of all, that, well, it did happen, but it was his translator's fault. He didn't know about it. We basically asked for our money back and an apology. This should never have happened, right? A translator doesn't have the right to alter the meaning of the original text. That's not part of the deal. Our translator, or our publisher, said no. He would fix it, but we weren't entitled to a refund. My position was then, and it is now, that once the trust is gone in a relationship like that, it's over, right? If I can't trust you to accurately translate my work, then we have no business relationship. We can't have one. So we finally found a lawyer to take our case before the courts, which was difficult, but we finally got a good one. And now we're suing this company. And this case has attracted some publicity now. I was interviewed last week by a reporter for Folha de Sao Paulo, the biggest newspaper in Sao Paulo, and the story came out quite quickly. It hit the press on Saturday, and it's attracted quite a lot of comment and notice. And I've recently written an article for BC Book World about it, and it's an unusual case. The reporter, Mauricio Mireles, was saying that he's never seen anything like this. And he's worked the literature beat for many years. And so it's an unusual case, and it's sparking a bit of debate. Apparently, a lot of the comments on the story down in Brazil are quite negative. I don't know if my adversary is recruiting people to bomb the comments section, or if there's just a general sort of hostility about a gringo writer daring to wade into the Brazilian market. I think there's a bit of nationalism going on there too. But I'm trying to embrace Oscar Wilde's aphorism that it's always better to be talked about than not talked about. So no publicity is really bad publicity. And in this case, I'm going to try and make hay while the sun shines and get people talking about the issues at hand, and by extension, my books. So my take on it is, you don't screw with the writer's work. You just don't do that. And I'm happy to fight this case because there's an essential principle of freedom of speech that's being tested here. I didn't set out to write a political book, actually. In my first two Will Bryant books, the villains are actually to the right of the political spectrum, and despite the fact that I'm politically conservative myself. But now it has become a political issue. I didn't set it out to make it that way, but it has become a political issue. And if there's one thing I hate, it's censorship. So bring it on. Let's fight, and may the best man win. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be me and not him. Anyways, if you liked my video, give it a like. Check out my webpage at grandpattersonbooks.com, and my books are all available on Amazon. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.